graceful goat.
Really, sir? Now, I wonder who it might have been.
Bulldog Drummond will be back in just a moment. First, if you're going to serve ice cream for dessert tomorrow evening, you may be counting on running out to get it just before dinner. But if you buy Horton's ice cream in the handy ice tray pack, you won't have to do that. Because by getting the ice tray pack, you can buy Horton's ice cream when you do the rest of your marketing and keep it until dinner. You see, the ice tray pack is especially made to fit right into the freezing compartment of your refrigerator. It keeps the ice cream firm and delicious for hours. So make tomorrow night's dessert a convenient and tempting dessert. Make it Horton's ice cream. Say the delicious vanilla, orange ice, and strawberry combination. Horton's ice cream in the handy ice tray pack. And now here's Bulldog Drummond to tell us about next week's story.
Next week, Denny and I join a traveling circus. It seems to be running into a series of costly murders. How we track the dangerous killers makes for one of the most thrilling experiences of my career. Be sure to be with us.
And so into the night walks Bulldog Drummond, seeking new adventure and excitement. Join us next week at the same time when Horton's Ice Cream brings you Bulldog Drummond in another thrilling mystery. This is Dan Seymour saying goodnight for Horton's Ice Cream.
MasterCard applies their technology, products, and services to help create a world where everyone, everywhere has equal access to opportunity. I'm always talking about financial empowerment and sharing the stories of our community, which is why Way Up has collaborated with MasterCard to share how MasterCard's financial tools and resources support communities around the United States. To learn more about how MasterCard's In Solidarity initiative is committed to helping narrow the wealth and opportunity gap, visit mastercard.com/solidarity.
Ah, traveller, seeking the magic of mushrooms. Wonderland Mushroom Dispensary in St. Paul has what you need. From mushroom gummies to tinctures and beverages, discover the calming powers of reishi, the focus of lion's mane, and the energy of cordyceps. Whether you're looking to relax or awaken your mind, it's all here. Begin your journey. Have a trip at Wonderland. Visit us in St. Paul or shop online at mushroommn.com.
Welcome back. Well, in an unusual case where the sidekick saves the day. Although, after being incredibly annoying with the reincarnation fixation this week, I also didn't quite think that during the war that restaurants had lamb chops that readily available with meat shortages and such. Plus, it would take time to prepare. They're not just going to give it to you raw. But that might also be a case of rationing complicating the plot, because Denny could go to the restaurant and buy a lamb chop in theory. However, it would make far more sense in most time periods for him to go to the store to get the lamb chop. And he wouldn't have even needed the shopping acumen of Dave Arnold to be able to locate it quickly and get back in time. But to get the lamb chop in 1942 would require ration points. And while I could believe Denny sacrificing his life to save Captain Drummond, red ration points are another matter. In all seriousness, most people probably didn't carry those around routinely if they didn't want to lose them. In terms of the clues, I think the cloth for wiping glasses is a great clue that the first beggar who was claiming to be blind was a fake. The second clue about the mastermind's dog being male when guide dogs were required to be female is something I'm not certain about. It's certainly not the case now. It may have been back then, but I can't find any record of that or, what the reasoning would have been. So if anyone's aware that there was a requirement for guide dogs to be female and what was the reasoning behind that, I would love to hear from you on that. Well, now we turn to listener comments and feedback, and we start over on Instagram. And Julie comments regarding the episode of Squad Room Ferris Wheel, which of course featured the discovery of a body and them locating which car it was in. And Julie says, the one with the woman's finger sticking out of the side, he says calmly. I think that you would see that with a lot of professionals, law enforcement officers, in real life. It wasn't something that you heard a lot during the golden age of radio, though I do think some of the New York programs of the mid to late 50s tended to be a little less delicate about some of these things. And certainly Squad Room, and we only have 5 episodes of that series, tended in that direction. They had another one, Body Found in a Plastic Bag, which was definitely a bit edgy and in the same way. Alright, well now it's time to thank our Patreon supporter of the day. And I want to go ahead and thank Greg. Greg has been one of our Patreon supporters since January 2023, currently supporting the podcast at the Seamus level of $4 or more per month. Thank you so much for your support, Greg. And that will do it for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, please follow us using your favorite podcast software. And be sure to rate and review the podcast wherever you download it from. We'll be back next Tuesday with another episode of Bulldog Drummond, but join us back here tomorrow for Dangerous Assignment, where...
I try the door, it's open. Only light in the room comes from a small lamp on a desk near the open French windows. Merrick is sprawled out on the floor near the desk, a letter opener in his back. Yeah, he's dead. Then I hear a slight noise behind me. I jerk the lamp cord. As the slugs whistle past me in the dark, I dive across the room, roll in behind the sofa, and then the front door slams. I race down the hall, out into the street. Then I duck around the corner. Hey, what did you watch?
I hope you'll be with us then. In the meantime, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives, and check us out on Instagram, instagram.com/greatdetectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.
Calling all bargain hunters, Angela Warner from Warner Stellian with the sale you're not going to want to miss. It's the real deal clearance, and we're marking down tons of appliances at or even below cost. Floor model French door fridges, overstock laundry pairs, you name it, we've got it. Including exclusive extra savings of $50 to $500 for each appliance you buy, even our regular stock. This is your chance to score big on the brands you love and get it from the trusted specialists at Warner Stellian. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Shop now at Warner Stellian stores.
Owning a rental property sounds like a dream until you realize how much work goes into getting it ready. Determine a competitive rent price, market the property, schedule the showing, screen tenants, draft up the lease, set up rent collection, handle maintenance requests, maintain tenant communication. Whew, sound complicated? Renter's Warehouse is here to take the hard work off your rental to-do list. Qualified tenants? Check. Rent collection? Check. Maintenance coordination? You got it. Go to renterswarehouse.com for a free rental analysis to find out how much your home can rent for. Or call 952-444-6996, because from now on, the only thing you need on your to-do list is to call Renter's Warehouse.
Here in America, work is in trouble. We've offshored our manufacturing, sent away good jobs, and lost so much ability to make things. American Giant is pushing back against that tide. They make high-quality clothing for a summer wardrobe you'll love, all made right here in the USA. Support America's workers and get 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com with code STAPLE20. That's 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com, code STAPLE20.